Alright, so it's time for Dragon Ball Super, episode 3. Yeah.
Woohoo!
Yeah, so we're about to get to, well, we have hit some of the content from Battle of the Gods movie. Um,
Which made this episode a little redundant,
hmm
but you know, it's necessary if we're gonna do this whole Battle of Gods arc.
Yeah, I mean, most of it's going to be redundant with its own sort of new take on it, but
For
yeah.
example, instead of Bulma's birthday party happening on her house, it's going to be on a boat,
hmm
and of course Vegeta isn't even present.
Right.
He's friggin' training, and so is Goku. But then at the end of the episode, he realizes that I forgot it's Bulma's birthday. I'm gonna have most likely attempt to make an attempt to leave, but Beerus is on the way,
hmm
and apparently he made the same joke again about how it'll take the exact length of an anime episode to get to where Goku is,
Right.
which ergo means that he's probably gonna Beerus is gonna end up showing up at the end of the next episode
Yeah.
to continue with that joke.
hmm Yeah, they might do that. I don't know, they might just cut the bullshit and just bring him
No,
out real quick.
well, no, because they still have to figure out, okay, he has to get there, and then they got to go through the whole spiel of how do you become a Super Saiyan God,
hmm
and there's the whole fact that Goku's gonna try to fight him as Super Saiyan 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
So, and then if any of you guys have been keeping up with the manga that apparently is, I guess, coming out monthly,
Yeah, it is.
shortly after Beerus meets Goku, we should be encountering the new character, Champa, and his aide, or trainer, mentor, whatever.
Yeah.
So that's also going to throw in some changes into the, plot.
Yeah.
But as for this episode, we. I just have one simple question. If you can fly, why the fuck would you drive? Like, why would you even bother attempting to drive when you can fly? Like, at first I was like, oh, well, maybe she doesn't want them to, fly with Marin because, she's too young and they don't want to, scare her or whatever the fuck the reasoning is. But
hmm
no, they just don't give a shit. They had enough of the traffic jam and then they decided to fly. So why bother flying or driving in the first place?
Yeah, I mean, like they're trying to blend in, but then if you're trying to blend in, they just go fuck it. Traffic jam, too OP, done. Fly away.
And then conveniently, oh, Yamcha, Chaozu, Tien, Puar, they all just show up flying together.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Just
So,
like, yep. Yep. It's like, so you guys going to Battle of the Gods
but
movie? No, 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 no. We're going to Dragon Ball Super. What's the difference?
and then you have honestly one of the funniest moments of the entire episode. Freaking Gohan giving Piccolo the wedding picture,
Yeah.
and he blinked. He fucking blinked.
Yeah, that's gonna be the best in the dub. Just Piccolo. Ugh.
Which is gonna be, and here's the thing that's gonna be now. The interesting thing that obviously we have to determine is, or that we're gonna see, is the fact that since Battle of Gods saga for Dragon Ball Super is happening a little over 6 months after the Buu saga, as opposed to 5 years. So, and yet in those 6 months, Gohan and Videl are already married, which makes no fucking sense. You're telling me that wouldn't have to mean that they immediately after the end of the Buu saga, after the defeat of Buu, they dated for a little bit. He finally got the courage to propose to her, and then they had planned and had a wedding in 6 months. That is a load of bullshit. I
Yeah.
don't care how rich Mr. Satan is and how easily it would have been for him to make a wedding. It's just really that doesn't make any sense. Gohan was shy when it came to his came to his relationship with Videl. So how is it that going through the whole Boo stuff caused him to suddenly? I mean, did did Elder Kai not only give him mystic form but gave him a set of balls
Yeah, I was about to
too?
say he unlocked his nuts at the same time as his power.
That was his power,
I
his
mean,
nuts.
he did change. I mean, he actually did change in when he went into Chell Gohan. His personality changed into more of like a Goku type of
Yeah,
character.
but so you're telling me that suddenly after going through that experience, he's like, okay, even though we can just be revived a million times with the Dragon Balls, and so this whole idea of I don't want us to leave anything unsaid if we die thing doesn't really matter to them because they'll just come back to life.
Right.
Somehow he was motivated. Kicked him in the ass. Boo, Super Boo kicked him so hard in the ass. He's like, you know what? After this is all over, I'm gonna propose to Videl, even though we've never gone out on a single date, and our entire relationship up to this point has been awkward at
Yep.
best.
That's how Gohan roll.
And then this, which brings up the question of the difference. Is he gonna have already? Is Super Saiyan God required 5 other Saiyans besides the Saiyan who's gonna become the God,
Hmm.
which means, and if they keep it that way, the same way as they do with Battle of Gods, that means within the 6 months, not only did they have an entire relationship and got married, but he would have knocked her up.
I think that may be why they got married so quick because they were afraid that Chi Chi would be like, "You did what? You're not even married."
No, but there's not even like a hint of it yet. I
Not
mean,
yet.
granted, yeah. I mean, next episode we'll probably see some of the party, so we may get some hints like, oh, Fidel doesn't take any alcohol, or she tries not to do much. I don't know. There,
I don't know.
we're not. Are we gonna get another scene where she accidentally bumps into Dende, and Dende feels her stomach and is like, "Oh, I can sense that you have a baby."
Maybe.
Like, where have I seen that before? Oh yeah, Hellboy 2. If anyone's ever seen it, the exact same thing happened in that movie. I don't know. Have you, Strider? Have you ever seen the Hellboy movies?
Nope.
Well, pretty much the exact same thing happens. A female character and a character who has very sensitive hands, like somehow, or the guy with the sensitive hands ends up accidentally touching her belly with his super sensitive hands, and he can instantly senses that she's pregnant.
Uh,
And then throughout the whole thing, it's like, oh, don't tell him, don't tell him. But then, of course, just like Battle of Gods, something plot related happens that forces her to reveal the secret.
hmm, interesting.
Literally. Like in Battle of Gods, it was, oh, I have to reveal that I'm pregnant so we can turn Goku into a Super Saiyan God and defeat and fight Beerus, or Beerus will destroy the planet.
Right.
Whereas in Hellboy 2, he had the after saving his life, the Hellboy's life, and the only way he was going to be able to wake up is if his girlfriend, or should I say baby mama, gave him a reason to live.
Oh.
And the reason to live was, oh, you're going to be a father. And if they didn't save his life, the world would have ended. So
Oh.
anyway, the point is that, and I, is that it's gonna be weird, creepy, even because remember, once again, I bring back to the whole point that this is 6 months after the defeat of Boo,
Mm-hmm.
and guess what? 6 months prior, they were in high school, at best 17 or 18 years old.
Gohan.
Granted, that's about probably no. From what I can remember, I believe Gohan was what 4 or 5 at the beginning of the series.
He was, yeah.
like what was it, 4 or 5?
5.
5. So now I don't remember how long what the time skip was from the end of Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z. I think it
Hmm.
might have been 7
I think
years.
it was either 7 or 10.
Well, the point is that at least that what the Goku didn't immediately knock up Chi Chi, and they were both 18 at the time.
Right.
But then again, I guess unlike his father, Gohan actually knows what to expect.
Yeah.
Not just be like, "Oh, is this food?
Yes, Goku. This is food.
Food for me."
Jeez.
Now all I can think about is the Tree of Might abridged from that they did that
Yeah.
Team Four Star did, and just in case you guys don't understand the joke, they make a joke about saying how what everyone was getting for Christmas, and Chi Chi and Goku's like asked Chi Chi, "Oh, am I gonna get the same? What am I gonna get for Christmas?" And she's like, "Same thing you got last year." And then Goku's like, that thing you do with the mouth?" And she's like, "Shh, shh, 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 shh." But anyway, this is off track,
Though
way
there's
off.
really not much else to talk about considering the fact that there was
It was
not too much else new
new.
content. Yeah.
There wasn't really much new content,
Because, I
but
mean, when we're in the Battle of the Gods saga, we're pretty much just going to talk about, like, the differences between the movie and the anime at this point.
and the same thing will be said when we do the Resurrection F saga,
Right.
because by the time that comes out, we will have seen it, the movie.
Hmm.
In fact, I've even seen some people say that who haven't seen the movie Revival F movie yet, that they're just not gonna watch it because they're like, "Oh, I'll find out what happens through Dragon Ball Super since it's gonna be like almost identical."
Right. I mean, that's fair, certainly. Um, but
But it's
I want to
Dragon
see it
Ball.
anyway.
Why the hell would you not support it?
I'll see it anyway.
Because it's gonna be awesome. How often are you gonna get a chance to see a Dragon Ball movie in theaters?
Yeah, the experience is going to be cool.
I
That
mean,
I can at least say.
unfortunately for you, Strider didn't get a chance to see it, Battle of Gods in theaters. I don't think.
Right. No.
But me, Link, and AZX did, and it was just fucking amazing. Like, just to be in a large movie theater where everybody is fanboying over everything that's happening in the movie is just amazing.
Yeah, AZX and we went to see Evolution together just to make fun of it. But I'm sure that's not even close to the same thing.
Evolution, that movie,
Yeah.
that was a funny movie.
Dragon Ball Evolution, that was a shit
Oh,
movie.
I thought you were talking about. No, sorry, I was thinking of a completely different movie called Evolution.
No, 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 we're talking about Dragon Ball Evolution, that shit live action movie. Yeah, we literally went to see that together just so we could make fun of it. Oh, and we did.
Oh, you talking? Let me see. What was your favorite part? All how they turned the Kamehameha into an air fart.
No, our favorite part was the fact that we predicted something that would happen, and it freaking happened, and it wasn't something you would expect.
Well, what was it? Because I mean, I don't think anybody here cares about spoilers for that shitty movie.
Well, well, actually, it's not even a spoiler, but we were looking at Piccolo and his outfit. Piccolo's outfit was very similar to Albert Wesker's outfit in Resident Evil 5. And so I made a prediction. I said well, not a real prediction, but I said to AZX, I said, wouldn't it be funny if he said, Goku, how nice of you to join us, because that's one of Albert Wesker's like famous lines in Resident Evil
Oh,
5,
and he actually did it.
and he
Yeah,
actually said it.
said it.
He said, Goku, glad you could join us, or something really similar, and we just started dying laughing that it actually came true.
What was it? I don't know if I actually know. I mean, it's Dragon Ball, and yes, it's kind of stupid to say. Yes, I admit it. I actually bought the DVD of it, but that's because I found it at Five Below for $5.
Oh.
I was like, it might give me a good laugh every once in a while. But I also use it one time to do a. I also used. What was it? Because the guys from Team Four Star did a live riff track, or no, they did a riff track of it. So from their website, and what you could do is you play it and you watch the movie at the same time, and it's basically like commentary, but they commentate on how shitty stuff is,
Hmm.
and it's hilarious. Like that alone was worth the $5 of buying the DVD. We're just
Uh,
being able to listen to their comments as it was happening.
hmm. Yeah, I think that'll about do it though, I guess. I
I
mean,
know we've
the episode overall, it was fine, I
yeah, it
guess.
was all right.
Yeah, it was fine. Yeah, so that's it.
I'm just happy to be able to talk about semi new Dragon Ball content,
Hmm. All
which
right.
will eventually lead into new content
Yeah. So yeah, I guess that'll about do it, guys. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.
next week as well.